Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Watcher Realms video. Today, we're doing Gear Raid 3. I finally got 21 down with some help from some people on Discord. Shout out to you, Hasa. Let's go. How do we do it? Now, let's see if I can do it again first try without power dominance. We'll see how that goes. So we'll hit fight here, and I will show you kind of what's going on here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so here's the team we got going on. Yeah, looks pretty good. Actually, you probably want to use Hollow instead. That's probably going to be a better bet here. So I am using Torador just for his bonus. I don't think it's required, but it's definitely nice to have. Oops, how do I even find where his Lord bonus is? All the way back here. Okay, I'm using it for basically this faction ally's basic attack is a 30% chance of landing an extra hit. It's only for whatever this chick's name is, Hatsut. So yeah, that's how that is. I'll go through the gear at the end of the video, and the big thing that changed it for me was the artifacts I'm using. I'll talk about that later. And using Laurel. Laurel's pretty good just to get extra rage for your team. I just have this to boost her attack for whoever she's next to. So let's go. Okay. All right, we're going to start it. Very first thing we're doing is it's very essential that everything done is done in the correct order. So let's see if we can get it first try. So we're going to drop her. We're going to drop her. Then we're going to drop Silas. Now, you don't need Silas. But he's going to be really strong and really good in taking the boss. Toriel is definitely required for this, and you do need a Piercer Lord, so you will need either Oraka or whatever the other chick's name is. All right, here we go. As soon as we get the ultimate from Dolores unlocked, we're going to pop that. We're going to pop that. I'm going to wait a couple seconds, and then we're going to pop this over here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop Laurel down, and I'm going to put her facing this direction, okay? I'll show you why I'm doing that in a second. And the next move we're going to do is we're going to drop Arrogance. But what I'm going to do is I'm waiting for the boss to throw a spear. Right about... You'll see her do... Alright, so here we go. Here's the spear coming. Wait till the spear is released. There it is, going nice and slow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell her. And I'm going to drop Arrogance now in place to help with the boss. My Toriel is hopefully going to finish off this little enemy here. And we're not going to take too much more damage. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my Nyx. You could use Maul instead if you do not have Nyx. Alright, so we're going to drop Nyx in a second here. First thing the other thing we're going to do, let's wait a second. I'm going to use, there we go, we're going to use that and that, boom, real quick. Another thing you can do is you can drop this, but I think Toriel's going to help this. Oh, I'm forgetting how I did this now. Let's see if I can do it first try. I'm totally forgetting how we did it now. I think we don't put her, I think we put her next here. We're going to drop her like this. And we just need to get this boss down fairly quickly here. That's going to be the hard part here. I think I was supposed to drop Hatsut over there to finish that off, but let's see how this goes. Because basically I can't have my Nyx die. So let's pop the ult from Silas. Let's try to get this boss down very quickly. And then what we're going to do is I'm actually going to drop a healer like this. We should be able to get the boss down right here, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, we're going to get that down. We're going to pop Nyx here. We're going to drop Hatsut up here and point her up. Okay, boss is dead. That's good. Nyx is going to go finish that left side. And then what I can do now is I can sell. And we can even drop Laurel down here. I forgot to drop her earlier. I actually should have dropped her earlier. Let's see how this goes, though. Okay, so all I got to do is I can just pick her up, and that's going to give a lot more rage. You can see that boom, that instant 500 rage generation there. That's going to be pretty nice. What we're going to do here is we're going to wait for Hatsut to get about right here. We're going to use the ultimate there, finish off these guys, boom, 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 and then we're going to pick her up and get rid of her. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I can drop a Raka facing this direction. This is just in case Nyx can't finish him off. It's honestly just kind of for fun, not really super necessary. You can see the ultimate for my these two right here is ready to go. So we're kind of just waiting now, see what's going on here. We have also some time coming soon here, but what I can do is I can just do this to finish her. Because I still have a while for Hatset to come back up. I still got, you can see 30 seconds here. So we're going to pop that. We're going to just hang out for a bit. And what I can do is I can actually just pop Silas up, facing up like this, waiting for Hatset to come back, right? I don't need the help on the left side because I have Nyx over there and she's going to be totally fine. So I'll show you that in a sec here. Okay, so I'm going to pop the Nyx ult. We're going to finish those guys up. And I do have a Raka as well to help a little bit there. And what we're going to do is we're going to use Silas now just to finish off this up top. You'll see it in 1 second. I'm going to drop my Laurel back just to get another bit of energy if I need it, right? I'm also having... Alright, so we're going to pop Silas ult. We'll finish those guys up there. You can see there's one enemy here who... Okay, Toriel finished her off. Okay, no big deal there. Alright, so now we can just pull this up here if we want, and this will basically just give us a little bit more rage here in case we need it later. But you can see my Silas is kind of just wrecking everyone there, and boom, good to go. No big deal. Okay, we did it. First try. Good, I'm happy. I didn't want to have to do this more than once, so that's pretty cool. And that's that. You can do also, you can pull Hatset up and then put her back down. If you don't have enough time to kill the boss quick enough, we can just level this up just real quick. Because if I don't mind single stat if the crit rate is low on the, you know, it's a +8, so it's easy to try. And if I get a really high roll, a gold or high purple roll, I'll keep it. Otherwise, we'll get rid of it. So. Okay, let's talk about the heroes. Let's talk... Oh, I forgot to do damage. That's okay. That's okay. All right, we'll talk about all the gear we got going on. You need strong gear. This is stage 21. I'll talk about artifacts and why they're very important here as well. So here's my Hatset. Not an amazing set for her, honestly, because a lot of times you're throwing her in and then pulling her out and then throwing her in, so this doesn't have a lot of time to stack. But look more at the stats, what we're doing here. 100% crit, lots of crit damage, good attack speed, and a decent amount of attack. So I got 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever, 13k attack, 14.4k attack apparently. So nice solid attack number on her. Artifact doesn't matter very much. Nether Messenger just means when she's trying to attack that solo enemy or the same enemy, she's getting a damage boost. So that is fine there. This is what's going to be extremely important is these Idril's Gaze. I have one on Silas and one on Idril. Idril is Toriel. That was the old name. Now the new name is Idril. And this is extremely good. There's very high resistance in stage 21. So for my Toriel, Idril now, she crits for 9k without the proc. And then she crits for like, what was it? 25k or something? 29k? I don't even remember. 30k? Something with it. So it is a big difference. It is a freaking huge difference. Now, for Silas, you don't need a crazy amount of stats. You don't need a crazy amount of attack on him because he's ignoring defense, right? So with his ultimate, he ignores 50% defense, and then the Idril gives him even more defense ignore. So that's going to be... You still want really strong stats on him, don't get me wrong. We got what's our total attack here? 13k attack with 110 crit rate, 400 attack speed, and 300 crit damage. So the stats are quite good. You do want the most amount of stats on your Idril and your Silas or whoever your other damage dealer is. I've seen people use other heroes besides Silas, but Silas is going to be really good. Now, for Nyx, you don't need Nyx. I do have Nyx, and I do have a Sharpshooter Crest just because I got so many of them. It's basically the only one I could level up. I do not have her skills maxed. I do have these two skills maxed, and I have Arrogance skills maxed, but I do not have the skills maxed on Nyx. It's not required. I do have an Awaken 3. The Awaken 1 is really nice. It just adds more duration to the ultimate. And this one gives some flat attack into your base stats, which is quite nice. Fully promoted, etc. I have this, whatever this set's called, Curse set, to basically increase damage. So that's quite nice. 100% crit. She has 341 attack speed. And what is her, oops. Too many clicking. She's got 16k attack. So she's actually in a really nice build. And was perfect there. Okay, what else we got going on in here? We got a Raka. I don't use a Raka. She's just there for the bonus. So I didn't end up dropping her. I guess I dropped her really at the end just kind of for fun. She's not in a very good build. I kind of just put some random gear on here, 16k attack with, you know, I don't know, a little bit of attack speed, a little bit crit rate, a little bit crit damage. So not a terrible build, but not amazing either. You could also probably use Razak if you wanted to. I should probably re-record it with Razak, honestly, now, so that I can get the added XP and gold. Actually, I'll probably do that after this. You could probably use Calypso if you wanted to, potentially. Now, who else do we have that's really important in this team? You don't need him. You could probably use just any filler in place of him. You are going to want to use Idril, definitely. And you are absolutely going to want Idril's Gaze. I don't know that it needs to be level 25 to beat 21, but it definitely helps a lot. It helps a lot. You want the skills done. You want the Awakens if you have it. You want good gear. So I only have 83% crit, a little bit of attack speed, but I have a decent attack pool for being an epic. You know, 12.4k is not awful. It's not awful. Yeah, and a really high crit damage, actually, for relatively. Okay. Now you can use Vortex, or you can use Hollow. I think Hollow's probably better. You just want attack speed. Honestly, you don't even need the attack speed. You honestly just want... I guess the attack speed gives more heals, which gives more rage generation, etc. But she's there for the rage generation and the heals. You don't need crazy heals for this, so not super important. This is my Dolores. If you have a invigoration set, that's great, because when you drop her second, this boosts your Idril, right? So that's another attack boost for Idril, 10%. For her, attack speed, we found out, is actually not working on Dolores. So attack speed is absolutely useless. Don't go for it. However, they may fix it randomly one day, and then you're going to want it. But right now, you just want as much attack as possible on her, and that's all you really care about. Rage regen is nice as well on her, of course. Again, you could have used Maul if you don't have Nyx. That would work fine as well. And then, is there someone else I'm forgetting? I think that's everyone. Ah, Laurel. Okay, so Laurel, I just threw her in this invigoration set just to give an added 10% bonus attack to my Dolores, because she'll be placed right next to Dolores, so she'll give it to Dolores. You do not need skill ups. You do need a A5 promotion because you get this. Additionally, upon death, provides surrounding allies with a restoration of 50% of the rage cap. So it's instantly 500 rage, or 50% of their cap, I guess. It's 500 for Idril, but you have to get her up to 5 purple stars to do that. You do not need to skill her up or do anything else. Again, I just put this on here to give a small amount of attack. But that's pretty much it. I think that's all the heroes I used in here, and that's pretty much it for the video. Just want to go over the strategy I used here. I'm really happy to finally have this down and being able to farm gear, stage 21 gear. So I will start working on updating my spreadsheet for drop rates too, because I'm kind of curious if we're going to get better drop rates from this. But hope you guys enjoyed the video and the content. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.